Hi, Dan Cox, LUB-MMA. I'm here with Lacey Schuckman. After an incredible, dominant performance, I'm so proud and honored to speak to her. Lacey, how did it feel out there tonight?
Amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I don't think I've ever been so happy because I just worked so hard for this and I wanted it so bad. And I just prayed to God. I just said, please let me show people what I'm capable of. And I really feel like I at least demonstrated a small portion of that tonight.
Well, you know, coming into this fight, we had a woman that was a little bit bigger and she had some grappling skills and she was known for taking a beating. And I don't think she's ever been finished that way. To finish her that way, what did that say about Lacey and about your power and strength in this division?
You know, I went out there and I kind of felt bad because in my pre-fight interview, I said that I wanted to be the first person to finish Jenny Liou. And I never meant it as a cocky thing. I meant it as I know that she is tough and I know what she's capable of. And so it meant a lot for me to be able to show that I am capable of finishing someone that tough. And so I was really happy because we've been working so much on my confidence in my hands. I've got great power and I'm very confident when I just box, but I just haven't been able to bring that into the MMA game as much as I would like. And so tonight I feel like I really was able to demonstrate that.
Oh, you definitely were, and I have to say, Lacey, it looked like to me that you hurt her early on. Did you realize that you hurt her that early?
I did, but I also knew to be patient. I didn't want to run into a takedown, and I also knew that she does have a good overhand, so I didn't want to get into like a wild brawl. I wanted to pick my shots. My footwork, I would have been a little happier if it had been a little crisper, but I did smell blood, I guess, a little bit, and so I kind of charged forward. But yeah, I mean, I knew she was a little bit rocked, but I just knew to be patient.
Now, obviously, Lacey, this was a big statement for you, and I know everybody out there is they're impressed with the fight. I was screaming my head off, but I have to ask you, you called someone out, well, not necessarily called them out, but you reached out there. Who would you like to fight next, and why would you like to fight them next?
Like I said before, it was never out of disrespect, but I would love to challenge myself against Mizuki Inu. I probably am saying her last name wrong, but she, like I said, I really respect Japanese fighters, and especially her in particular. She has so many skills that I feel would really challenge and bring out some of the best in me. So I would like that challenge. And I just would like to stay active with Invicta. You know, I would like to fight as soon as possible. But yes, it's never out of disrespect. It's out of so much respect that it would be an honor to compete against Mizuki.
Well, I tell you what, it doesn't look to me that like you took any punishment out there. You feel totally healthy. You're walking away nothing but with smiles, aren't you?
Well, she did catch me with a good little overhand, which I knew she had, but it was a lesson learned very quickly, and I knew I needed to keep my hands a little higher, so lesson learned for the next time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lacey, I think that you made a big statement in Invicta. I think we're going to see you quick, and I can't wait to see you fight for the title.
Well, I would just like to thank everyone that has made it possible. I'm patient on a title shot. I would like to earn it, and I have, a few fights that I know I need to get under my belt, but it was definitely an honor to be able to go out there and display a little bit of what I'm capable of tonight.
Well, I tell you what, thank you so much for taking the time right after the fight. If you give a few shout-outs.
Yeah, I would like to thank LUBMMA, of course. I mean, they've been amazing to me. I would like to thank my apparel sponsor, Mall, Martial Arts Life, Fighter Girls, Zionics Performance Bands, Grit Mouth Guards, Tan Time, and I'm forgetting someone probably, and I feel, MMA Roadhog Racing. And then, I would just like to throw an extra shout out for my sponsor, Mall, Douglas Peterson. His brother's wife passed away, Anne, and she's the hashtag Live Life Anyway. And so I would just like to remind everyone to live life anyway, because you never know when it can be taken away. So live every day to its fullest.
That's beautiful. And I have to ask you a question. Your husband, my gosh, I mean, he's a monster. It's got to help you guys training together. Last question for you, Lacey. When do you think we're going to see you in there next?
Hopefully July. But yeah, I am very lucky and blessed to have the team I do. My husband has been an amazing coach, and he always gets me ready, and I just executed the game plan, and I as stubborn as I am, I listened to him this whole camp, and I will have to admit, as much as it hurts, he was right. So he was right, and I learned a lot, and I appreciate him so much, and I appreciate my whole team. So
thank you so much for taking the time. It was awesome. I loved the fight. It was incredible. You had me sweating. Thank you, guys. Listen, for LUB-MMA, I'm Dan Cox. This is Lacey, the Lady Schuckman. You seen it. We're going to catch her next.
Thank you for having me. Love you, fans. You're the only reason I can do this.
Thanks, guys.